as you guys transition from high school into college, or you go watch the senior level athletes, a lot of them are doing these two things. They're chain wrestling heavy, they're hand fighting heavy, but overall they understand how just wrestling at that level works. You hand fight to a setup, to a shot, to a finish, and then attempt to transition to a turn. And it's always in that order. Now, the way that your setup functions sometimes is it's not always like something with the hands or a snap or maybe a wrist roll or an elbow pass. Sometimes your setup can be an attack. Maybe it's multiple attacks, but that's where your chain wrestling comes into play. So let's say that I hit elbow pass to a high crotch here, right? Elbow pass to a high crotch. Most times, guys are going to see this coming because we felt it in practice. We've drilled it 1,000 times over. So our body understands that when our arm comes out like this, that guy is mostly coming for this leg. So we feel it, right? So me as the offense guy, I anticipate I'm going to miss it because that guy's so well trained that most likely it's not going to happen. And that's okay. I accept that. Because I accept it, that opens up a lot of opportunity for chain wrestling. So I missed the high crotch. That's okay. But now I've got all my weight loaded up into this leg because I just stepped up. Now I've got offense over here, right? We always want to measure where our weight's being held in our body. So as I'm wrestling and I'm transitioning my weight from foot to foot, right? I'm using my power. I'm using my weight to generate power so that I can start hopping sides. If I shoot here and now my leg's loaded here, then I'm going to cross over here, shoot my single leg. Or maybe I pull over to an ankle pick, or maybe I come over to a 2-on-1 or do a single leg, or maybe I go elbow post and then re-hit a knee pull. You got a lot of options now. But if we're only thinking in ones and we're going straight elbow pass to a high crotch and we miss it and we think that's the end of the world, then we need to get out of that mindset. Because if we want to beat the best guys, if we want to be more dominant in wrestling, then we have got to want it to be a fight. We have got to want to let that guy push us far enough so that we can chain wrestle, because we want a dogfight, right? We want to earn it. It's a lot more fun to throw out 1,000 cannons left and right trying to break down the wall of that castle than it is to just try to break down a glass castle and you just got to hit it one time and it's game over, right? What's the fun in that? There's no earned potential for me if that's an easy takedown. I want to earn it. I want to fight for it. I want that guy to be good enough so that I have to, so that when I go take him down after my 5th, 6th attempt, that I know I earned it. And I know that he trained hard to try to defend me, but I still succeeded. And that's the mindset that we got to have. So 2 things. We want to chain wrestle. We want to hand fight heavy. We want to be moving our feet. We want to be controlling our body weight, shifting our weight from foot to foot so we can generate power, shooting from side to side, back to one side, going from short offense to drags to snaps to snatches to regular shots to knee pulls to ankle picks. You got a lot of options. Start to mix it together. Start to combine it. But don't lose your positioning. Keep your position controlled. As a wrestler, we always want to control our weight. That is the one thing you need to control, is your position. You lose that, you can't chain wrestle anymore. So make sure you're keeping your hips, your feet, all underneath you. Keeping your chest above your hips, keeping your head in good position, keeping everything in line so you can shift easily from side to side and go dominate your opponents.